Hey, what is up you guys, it's me Hazukiru, and today I'll be showing you what is the best weapon in the game. It's called the Atterax. You can buy it on the market and it requires you very simple stuffs to make. You can see it right here. So let's just head on to where my build is. So in this weapon there's a core mod that you really need, which is the maiming strike, because without it, it'll be not the thing you want. And it's expensive, so better save your plats for it. It costs about 400 plats. So here is my build. I'm using Prime Pressure Point, Berserker, Blood Rush, Prime Reach, Organ Shatter, and Drifting Contact. And for the last mod slot I put True Steel, and you don't actually need it, because what you need is Weeping Wounds, but I don't have it. I don't know why I don't have Weeping Wounds, because it only costs 4 plats, but I just don't have the remaining traits today. Anyways, you can put other mods than True Steel. For example, you can put Heavy Trauma or Jagged Edge. And by the way, I have one forma for the Atterax, and the polarization that I used was the Madurai, because that's basically just what you need. So without further ado, if you want to see how godly this weapon is, I'm going to show you a clip. Alright, so here's me playing with Atterax in Hydron, and I'm not with a squad, just basically random people. So you don't have the correct squad to actually buff the weapon and make its damage bigger. But as you can see, it still could one hit even if you solo until, for example, you're soloing in ODS, you can survive there alone for about an hour or more, even 2 hours. That's because with the Maiming Strike and Blood Rush installed, you will always get red crits, and could be very useful for every game. Anyways, now I'm going to show you what this weapon can be like when you're playing with the right warframes in the squad. But before that, I'm going to show you the warframes that are needed in the squad to make your Atterax the god weapon. So the first warframe that your teammate or even yourself can use is the Rhino Prime. So here I'm going to show you my build of the Rhino, which is actually a very awesome build. So it's basically a Rhino that's very fast, a speed Rhino, and it also has a balance in strength. So by being very fast, you can also still help your teammates by your roar. It increases about 137% of the roar. So here are the mods that I'm using. There are Sprint Boost for sprint, Power Drift for the strength, and the rest you might probably know what is it for, and Megalith for you to know it's for your slide, so you have a better slide. So to enhance the speed build more, you need the Arcane Vanguard helmet, which basically gives you more speed. On the other hand, it also reduces your strength, which doesn't give you maximum roar. So if you want to help your teammate, don't use this build. So all you need to do is change to a normal helmet and maximize your Rhino in strength. Now the second warframe needed is the Banshee Prime. You know the sonar build, man, it's really OP. So now I'm going to show you the current build that I'm using for the Banshee, which is the sonar build. This is not the very best build you can have, but this is the build that I prefer, and maybe you'd like it as well. So for the aura, you don't really need steel charge, but because I haven't changed the polarization for the aura, so I had to use the steel charge. But the most important one is cursive projection, because it basically reduces the enemy armor and it helps your teammate more. And for the build, I have same like Rhino. You need to maximize its strength to have more crit multipliers. But because I needed a balanced build, that's just what I prefer. However, there's one augment mod that you need for the Banshee, which is the Resonance. That is just to improve your sonar's ability. And for this build, I try to make things balanced from the strength and the duration. So with also high strength, you also have a long duration of the sonar ability. And you also need flow so that your energy could be even maxed out and you can spam your ability more. And then stretch so that your ability range could be longer. As you can see now, my crit multiplier is 9.5, and because of the balance in the mods I'm using, the duration becomes longer for about 32 seconds, and that makes you less needed to spam the ability more. But anyways, it's always personal preference. And now for the moment you've been waiting for. Alright, now I've shown you that this weapon is overkill. And there's something you need to see right now, right here. And you have to wait for it. Here it is. 21 million. Not 21, but minus 21 million, man. I don't even know what minus 21 means, but as I told you guys, with the correct squad, correct teammates, and Warframe, this weapon is OP and overkill. You can last forever in any game. Alright, so that's all from me today, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Adios.